Okay, so this is going to be a video about the COVID-19 vaccine. There's a lot of distrust with Americans, and I agree with the distrust, and I understand why they may not trust this because, well, let's get into it. This is from December 10th, 2020, about 4 days ago, and it says millions of healthcare workers are slated to receive the first batch of potentially life-saving COVID-19 vaccines by the end of this month. But not all of them want to be first in line. Only 1/3 of a panel of 13,000 nurses said they would voluntarily take a vaccine. Another third said they wouldn't, and the rest said they were unsure, according to a late October survey by the American Nurses Association. Nina Siegrist, a registered nurse with Hospice of the Piedmont in Charlottesville, Virginia, said she wasn't at all eager to get a COVID-19 vaccine. She said, "I actually even hate getting a flu shot, but I've had to get one every year since I became a nurse," she said. "Where I stand is that if my medical director says, listen, all hospice clinicians are going to get vaccinated, then I'll get vaccinated. But I definitely want to read the details on the clinical trials first." So I've lost sleep over this, and this is definitely a big concern. And I am worried about this because they're saying it's not mandatory, but then again, they kind of are saying it is. And so the news is kind of going back and forth. It seems like if it's mandatory, if it's not mandatory. They said it may be mandatory to keep your job, which is scary because some people may not want to take the vaccine and they may end up homeless and not able to work. So, the rich get richer, the poor get poorer, and I believe that this is part of a bigger plan of what I would say possibly some elite powerful people behind this that may be looking into getting more money. Vaccines, money is a huge deal to pharmaceutical industries that want to make millions of doses to help heal people and, prevent a COVID-19 from you catching it. So that's what they say. That's what they believe. Dr. Susan Bailey, president of the American Medical Association, said she was confident the nation's doctors would voluntarily sign up for a shot once they get access to the clinical data. As physicians, this is what I guess she says, or what she said. As physicians, we look to the science and the evidence when we make any type of medical decisions. Bailey said, "Physicians need to see that evidence before they can decide. But I'm very confident that once they do see the data, the uptake in the physician population will be very rapid." An advisory committee to the Federal Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommended December 1st that the nation's 21 million healthcare workers and 3 million long-term care residents receive the first batch of shots, 2 per person, 3 weeks apart. That's interesting. So, I have to be, careful with what I say because, I'm going to be keeping 90% of my opinion to myself on this for YouTube reasons. and because I want to keep my channel. So you can see where I'm going with this. Pfizer, I think that's pronounced, the first manufacturer stated to receive emergency use authorization from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, has committed to delivering 35 million to 40 million doses by the end of the month, under an agreement with the Department of Health and Human Services. So they want to vaccinate the entire world. And 1/3 of doctors and nurses are unsure or don't want to take it. And let's look at let's see why. Let me first say that Pfizer with the FDA and Moderna are all helping with the vaccination program of the COVID-19 vaccine. So let's get to the part where they talk about HIV proteins that they put into the vaccines that are giving people HIV positive test results that they claim are false test results. But of course they have to claim that to get people to take the vaccine. So who knows really, right? Except the people that created the vaccine, they used HIV proteins on purpose, and I will read about it in a second. So here it is. HIV proteins are used in COVID-19 vaccines, creating positive HIV test results in people that they claim is false. The trouble that arose with the Australian vaccine developed by the University of Queensland and the biotech company CSL was related to its use of 2 fragments of a protein found in HIV. HIV is the beginning before you get AIDS. So the protein formed part of a molecular clamp that researchers placed on the spikes that surrounded the coronavirus and allow it to enter healthy cells. Okay, that should be a concern right there. To enter healthy cells. Just right there, the word healthy alone should be a concern. The clamp stabilizes the spikes, allowing the immune system to respond more effectively to the vaccine. The use of the HIV protein posed no risk of infecting the volunteers with that virus, the researchers said, but the clamp generated the production of antibodies recognized by HIV tests. So they're saying that the researchers said that the clamp generated the production of antibodies recognized by HIV tests at higher levels than the scientists had expected. Because HIV tests could not be rapidly re-engineered to account for this, the researchers decided to abandon development of the vaccine. Proceeding could have led to widespread anxiety among Australians that the vaccine could cause AIDS. Prominent protein-based vaccines include one made by the Maryland-based Novavax, which is in phase 3 trials, and another from Clover Biopharmaceuticals of China that is in phase 1 trials. Oh, interesting. So many believe that China created the coronavirus on purpose. So that's what people believe. I'm not sure if that's really what happened. There could have been other people involved. But they say that China, released the COVID virus and it's been spreading around the world. So that's what the news is telling us. That's what the media is saying. Interesting that China is involved with the HIV protein also in their vaccines that are giving people HIV positive test results that they are claiming is false. Yeah. That seems extremely fishy to a great level. And, yeah. So, there's a good chance I may not decide to take the vaccine. But I'm like 90% no, and I'm like 10% maybe. Because what happens if you catch COVID-19, a severe COVID-19, and you have a serious pneumonia that you're about to die from, then I would consider taking it. But if I don't have severe COVID, then, and I'm not about to die on my deathbed, then I'm not going to take it. Whether I end up homeless or whether I keep a job or not, because there's no way in God's green earth am I going to trust this. I might in the future, but right now, this is, first of all, vaccines are science made. And, pharmaceutical industries and hospitals are the ones that usually agree to giving vaccines to people when it comes to certain diseases. So check out this information published on December 7th of 2020. The information says, before Pfizer's coronavirus vaccine was proved highly successful in clinical trials last month, the company offered the Trump administration the chance to lock in supplies beyond the 100 million doses the pharmaceutical maker agreed to sell the government as part of a $1.95 billion deal months ago. But the administration, according to people familiar with the talks, never made the deal. A choice that now raises questions about whether the United States allowed other countries to take its place in line. As the administration scrambles to try to purchase more doses of the vaccine, President Trump plans on Tuesday to issue an executive order that proclaims that other nations will not get the U.S. supplies of its vaccine until Americans have been inoculated. But the order appears to have no real teeth and does not expand the U.S. supply of doses, according to a description of the order on Monday by senior administration officials. The vaccine being produced by Pfizer, I would suggest to those who are strongly against vaccines and to those who are very concerned and worried about taking it because of the side effects that may happen, to write down who is in on it and figure out what to do from there. So Pfizer and its German partner BioNTech is a 2-dose treatment, meaning that 100 million doses is enough to vaccinate only 50 million Americans. The vaccine is expected to receive authorization for emergency use in the U.S. as soon as this weekend, with another vaccine developed by Moderna also likely to be approved for emergency use soon. Britain plans to begin a vaccination drive on Tuesday. That's scary. Oh my god. That's really scary. Using the Pfizer BioNTech vaccine, making it the first Western nation to start mass vaccinations. On November 11th, 2 days after Pfizer first announced early results indicating that its vaccine was more than 90% effective, the European Union announced that it had finalized a supply deal with Pfizer and BioNTech for 200 million doses, a deal they began negotiating in months earlier. Shipments could begin by the end of the year, and the contract includes an option for 100 million more doses. So not only is the HIV positive test results that they claim is false a major concern to a lot of people, including me, but, well, there are other reasons why you should be concerned about the vaccine, because it's now they're going to make it a really hard situation on Americans, and because there's going to be a lot of companies and places that will require you at your job site, in your work, where you work, to get vaccinated. They're not saying that's what will happen for sure, but there's a really good chance and a possibility that people may not be able to work or have a job unless they take the vaccine. That is absolutely terrifying and very scary. So, so let me get into that information. So, like, going back to this, may be required to get a COVID-19 vaccine. So, what does it say? Trying to get rid of this. I can't get rid of it. Dang it. Okay, so, and they're saying it's not going to be by the federal government either. That should be another concern. With 2 coronavirus vaccines under emergency review by the Food and Drug Administration, the nation's attention is turning to who will get the vaccine first and when. A big question remains: will Americans be required to get vaccinated? For some, the short answer is yes, public health and legal experts say, but a mandate is not likely anytime soon, and likely not to come from the federal government. The federal government is supposed to be the top dogs, or the top people when it comes to government, right? Maybe? I'm not sure. Possibly. Instead, employers and states may condition return or access to workplaces, schools, and colleges upon getting the vaccine, and mandate it once the FDA issues full approval, potentially months later. I really hope that doesn't happen. It's much more likely that a private organization or company will require you to be vaccinated to get certain access to places. Wow. Yeah. If you can't see what's going on here and the plan that they're doing, may I suggest you read the Georgia Guidestones and look into conspiracy theories about certain particular things. Because if they're gonna make it mandatory to where you can't work and you can't take care of yourself and you can't make money and you're gonna end up homeless because you didn't take a vaccine, then I see a real huge problem with those who are behind the creating the vaccines, or the ones that are behind making it mandatory. To me, these people are evil. Very, very wicked and evil, in my opinion. You may not see it that way. go ahead and take the vaccine, right? That's what they want me to say on YouTube. They want you guys to take the vaccine, the COVID-19 vaccines. It's your choice, right? They're saying that the federal government is not going to be the one that's making it mandatory, but that your workplace might make it mandatory and for you to get in certain places or get into certain areas. Ooh, that sounds like slavery to me. May I remind you that when everyone's born, they have to have a birth certificate, and that birth certificate, I heard, and this is just maybe it's a conspiracy theory, maybe it's an opinion, but I heard a conspiracy theory out there that the birth certificates are owned by the Vatican. I don't know if it's true. So what does that mean? Well, think about it. Why does everyone have to have a social security number? Why are we like numbers to the government system? Are we just a number? To get lined up and to take a vaccine that gives us HIV positive test results that they're claiming are false? Yeah, huge concern there. On Friday, President-elect Joe Biden told reporters that he would not make vaccinations mandatory. Thank goodness. I hope he doesn't. But I would do everything in my power, he says. Just like I don't think masks have to be made mandatory nationwide, I'll do everything in my power as President of the United States to encourage people to do the right thing, Biden said. Well, I heard that Biden is not the official president yet. That's what I heard. But I don't really know the facts or the details on that because I don't usually watch the news because it's negative, fear-based information. And it gets a lot of people worried, when they watch the news because it's very concerning things that are happening in this world. But it's interesting because among so many diseases that spread throughout the world, they only seem to be focusing on COVID-19. And I have not personally heard anything on the news recently about other diseases that are becoming a problem, or other illnesses or viruses that may be spreading. But I have only been hearing about COVID-19. But what about cancer and how there's lots of people of all sorts of ages are coming out with cancer, and it's ending up bigger than COVID. Cancer is one of the biggest diseases. I think it's in the top 5 category. Cancer, top 3 possibly, of the most widespread or diseases amongst people. And so this is what I suggest on that. Here it is. EMF protection, anti-radiation, negative ion, Japanese technology. I suggest putting this on the back of your phone. Let's read why. We focus on global radiation problems. We pay attention to human health. Biotech Optimum Energy Program. I think you know where I'm going with this. I am not claiming any false medical information here, but you know where I'm going with this, obviously. I suggest putting these stickers on the back of your computers and your phones. Here's why. This little thing that came with it says, before wearing the product, the red blood cells of body are piling up because of electrical EMF devices, pollution, cigarettes, and all others positive ion producing sources. After the absorption of the negative ions released from the product, the red cells begin to disperse and the bloodstream becomes fluid. Scalar anti-EMF radiation protection. I have to make a disclaimer. I cannot claim to state that this is fact, because I'm not sure if it is, based on YouTube rules. I have to be very careful not to give false medical information as if they claim and see it. And I may not agree with YouTube, but yeah, I will not give false medical information. But here is what the product they say is designed to do. Balance energy and vibrational frequency in men, reduce inflammation, promote unclumping of cells, enhances blood circulation. Hold on. I can't make it any better than this when it comes to the blurriness right now, because I don't have that option with this cheap phone. It says improves sleep, increases mental focus, helps you become more relaxed, more peaceful and calm, great for raising your vibrational vitality and purifying your body and home. It reduces fear and might be helpful in treating suspicion and to conquer dyslexia. Gives a fantastic shield against ecological poisons, electromagnetic smog, and radiation related to mobile phones, PCs, and other electronic hardware. Shield individuals from harmful EMF. You can get this on Amazon and eBay. I just put them on the back of my phones. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? I think it was 2 days ago. And I noticed my health is starting to improve. Because I'm constantly in heavy use on my phones all the time. So I feel that this is helping. And for about $15, you can get 6 of them in a package. I have 2 phones, so I am using them for both my phones. Maybe you can, buy a pack of 6 and, give each one to a member in your household or a member of your family or friends. It says that it's Japanese technology. I do not know, and I do not claim that this is 100% accurate information. So I do not know if it is. And like I said, I have to say this legally so I can keep my YouTube going. So I cannot claim that any of this is fact, because YouTube wants to make sure that there's no medical misinformation. Because if YouTube believes that there is medical misinformation, then they will take down the video and give you a warning, which I've already experienced one time now. And I had one of my videos taken down because YouTube claimed that I put up false medical information in one of my videos. I don't feel that I did, in my opinion, would be to disagree with that. And I'm trying to be very careful on my words here so that I can help others with what I feel is linked to certain things. And I can't say what I feel is linked to what, because if I say something false, like I said, I don't want to say anything false. So, yes. That's what they say that these are created for, is to help raise positive ions and help with blood flow. And let me not get the words wrong. Let me reread it. Yeah. Balance energy and vibrational frequency in men, reducing inflammation, promoting unclumping of cells, and enhances blood circulation. There is a oh, no, I can't say that. I don't want to, never mind. I heard on a YouTube video from a medical doctor that they're finding higher amounts of blood clots in dead people that had COVID-19. So you know where I'm going with this. You definitely don't want blood clots if you catch it. So, by the way, these EMF protection anti-radiation stickers that they claim is EMF protection. I don't know how YouTube feels about that, if they agree with that or not. So I will not claim or disclaim this product because I don't know how YouTube feels about certain medical information about particular subjects, because they're not very clear on that. Or maybe they are, but I haven't looked into it. So it says Japanese technology, and you can get it on Amazon and eBay. So I heard that the coronavirus is a cold that turns into a flu, and if it's severe, can turn into an pneumonia. That's what I heard. I cannot claim or disclaim this information. Because, you know, YouTube requires medical proof and evidence on things that are spoken about. So here are COVID-19 symptoms. It says COVID-19 affects different people in different ways. Infected people have had a wide range of symptoms reported, from mild symptoms to severe illness. Symptoms may appear 2 to 14 days after exposure to the virus. People with these symptoms may have COVID-19. Here are the symptoms: fever or chills, cough, shortness of breath or difficulty breathing, fatigue, muscle or body aches, headache, new loss of taste or smell, sore throat, congestion or runny nose, nausea or vomiting, diarrhea, trouble breathing, persistent pain or pressure in the chest, new confusion, inability to wake or stay awake, and bluish lips or face. And this is what I typed. So remember, COVID-19 affects the immune system in a negative way. And here's what can help your immune system heal in general. Echinacea, vitamin C, thyme and bergamot oil. Those are the things I take every day. What can you do to help the symptoms of a pneumonia? Drink black caffeine and black or green tea. If you end up with a pneumonia, this could help. I cannot claim or disclaim this information, but I have personally drinking caffeine, black and green tea when my lungs were bothering me, and it helped me personally, in my opinion, from how I felt. Drinking a small amount of caffeine, such as a cup of coffee or black or green tea, may help with certain pneumonia symptoms. Caffeine may work to open up the airways in the lungs, which could help a person feel better, satisfied by their breathing. Call 911 or seek emergency medical assistance if nausea and vomiting are accompanied by other symptoms, including chest pain, blurred vision, severe abdominal pain or cramping, confusion, high fever and stiff neck, fecal material or fecal odor in vomit, or rectal bleeding. You should also see your doctor if you're experienced bouts of nausea and vomiting for more than a month, or if you've noticed any unexplained weight loss along with nausea and vomiting. I have to say, I think there's a rule on YouTube where if you are going to make a claim or, speak of something that they may not see as 100% true, that when it comes to essential oil, you have to ask your doctor if it is safe for you and your condition, if you have a condition, a disease, or an illness, to ask your medical doctor for permission first. So I have to say that on YouTube so I can keep this video up. So ask your medical doctor or your nurse before you take a natural remedy, because everybody loves money. Just kidding about the money part. But you know what I mean. Anyway, I typed down in my notepad. A study published in 2014 investigated whether inhaling lemon could help nausea and vomiting during pregnancy. This randomized clinical trial involved 100 pregnant women with nausea and vomiting inhaling either lemon essential oil or a placebo as soon as they felt nausea come on. Researchers then recorded nausea, vomiting, and retch intensity 24 hours before and during the 4 days of treatment, and found that scores decreased during the 4 days of using inhalation. Lemon aromatherapy, with a statistically significant reduction occurring the 2nd and 4th days. Sorry, I forgot to add the link to the information. I apologize, YouTube. If you need me to add a link to any of this information, then let me know before taking down, anyways, I don't want to say the word. So, yeah. Saltwater gargle for mucus. Sitting in the throat and chest can lead to more coughing and irritation. A warm saltwater gargle may help eliminate mucus or germs in the throat, which may provide some relief. Peppermint, eucalyptus, and fenugreek tea. Many warm herbal teas may help soothe a scratchy throat, but herbs such as peppermint or eucalyptus may be more beneficial. Based on studies and research that are done in different places. So there's research done in particular places, but I was not paying attention to the places in which the research was done. I personally use essential oils more often. I just began using essential oils again with the past week, as I was experiencing symptoms of nausea a little bit, very, very mild, but it was only for a second and it went away. And the lemon and eucalyptus helped me a lot. Essential oils that could possibly give you energy and fight fatigue are orange, lemon, peppermint, and eucalyptus. I took orange, lemon, peppermint, and eucalyptus, and based on my experience, it has helped me greatly with giving me energy and fighting my fatigue in my body. And fatigue and tired, I think it's, what does it say? Let's look at the COVID symptoms. There it is. Fatigue at the top of the list. And diarrhea is what I was also experiencing. But I didn't experience the rest of anything else. So most of this I did not experience. So I might have had a regular cold, possibly. It wasn't severe enough to go see the doctor, I felt. But if I had all of the COVID-19 symptoms, I would have seen my doctor. I probably have to claim that on YouTube, even if I may... never mind. So, this is what I do. Ginger, garlic, and turmeric root or powder can fight infections and swelling in the body. And I put to kill the virus, but I don't know which virus. What am I talking about? To kill viruses. I cannot claim that any of this, as I said, I cannot claim any of this information to be true or accurate because of YouTube rules. But from my personal experience, these things have helped me with these symptoms. Orange oil can help you focus and beat stress and depression, which often leads to fatigue. For at least 1,000 years, people have used both lemons and lemon essential oils to rejuvenate energy and improve mood. Mixed with olive oil, lemon oil is a perfect addition to any homemade cleaning products and can make your house smell great and repel bugs at the same time. I cannot claim this information to be not true or true. So I do not know if this is true or not true for YouTube rules. So I use lemon personally to for my immune system. But there is I'm not sure if it's a theory or medical information, I don't know. But I have heard that lemon essential oils can repel bugs. I cannot claim or disclaim this. And can be used as a cleaning product. I cannot claim or disclaim that. That there are studies that show that peppermint oil can improve concentration, alertness, and energy. At the same time, peppermint oil provides relief from stress, depression, and mental exhaustion, making it a great oil to add to your daily routine if it's stress that's draining you of energy. Peppermint, they say, based on studies, provides relief from stress, depression, and mental exhaustion. I have used peppermint, and it has worked for me in my life, or with my body. It has helped in my body. For muscle pain, concentration, and for sinus decongestant, you can use eucalyptus. Eucalyptus oil can clear sinus decongestion. I can't pronounce that right. Eucalyptus can be a muscle pain reliever and a disinfecting cleaner. This multi-purpose oil can boost concentration as well as help alleviate a slew of other health issues. The reason why I did not put links to the information is because I trust and believe in this information personally, as I believe and feel that this information could be true. I cannot say that this information is true. The fresh, sweet aroma of orange can lift your spirits and rejuvenate your mind. I cannot claim whether this is true or distrue because of YouTube rules. So I have to keep on, I feel like I might have to keep on repeating this over and over again because I did not add the links. But there are studies that have been done on this in universities. Try rubbing an orange peel on your wrist or putting one down your garbage disposal to make your sink smell fresh. I cannot claim or disclaim that. I've done it before and it worked for me. Another citrus oil that naturally lifts spirits and boosts energy levels, grapefruit is a powerful oil to add to your daily routine. For a great energy lifting blend, mix some grapefruit oil with other citrus oils or an herbal oil such as basil or rosemary. I cannot claim or disclaim this medical information. I cannot claim any of this to be true or untrue. Basil. Both French basil and exotic basil can stimulate your adrenal glands and relieve mental fatigue. Some believe that basil opens the heart meridian and is associated with clairvoyance and honesty. I cannot claim this as medical facts. I cannot claim any of this as medical facts or and I cannot claim anything to be disinformation or misinformation. Rosemary. Rosemary is said to boost mental energy, or is believed. Yeah, maybe I should change some words up. Rosemary is believed to boost mental energy, contributing to enhanced focus and concentration. Additionally, studies show that rosemary oil can help decrease cortisol levels, boost immunity, and more. I cannot claim or disclaim any of this information as true or untrue. Cedarwood. I personally use rosemary for my immune system, and it has helped me. Cedarwood. Some Reiki professionals believe cedarwood oil can help ground and stabilize one's being. In the first chakra, cedarwood helps connect one's energy to the energy of the earth. The first chakra is called the root chakra, and it's at the base of your spine. And there's a belief in Hinduism that the Kundalini sleeps at the base of the spine, which is near your gluteus maximus, which is your butt. And you can raise your Kundalini, which is symbolized by a serpent, with particular essential oils, yoga, meditation, chants, and things like that. I cannot claim this information to be accurate or true or not accurate. It could be, it might be, I don't know. I feel that it is, but I have to use the word feel for, for rules here. Tea tree oil. An anti-inflammatory oil that can alleviate inflammation from bug bites, skin irritations, and more. Tea tree oil has a fresh, uplifting scent. Mix some with distilled water in a spray bottle and store it in your refrigerator. On a hot day, the tea tree oil spray can cool you off and wake you up. I cannot claim or disclaim this information as any truth or distruth. I cannot claim any of this information as fact or disinformation. For better immune function, it is believed that cinnamon can possibly decrease depression, increase stimulation, and enhance immune function. There are many viruses and many diseases that can affect the immune system in a negative way. 6 essential oils that might or may help with nausea. Remember to ask your doctor and medical professionals for advice. Blah, 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 blah. For permission and for to see what your doctor has to say, because YouTube wants me to put to YouTube would probably want me to not stand against doctors, because YouTube may feel that they have to have accurate information. I'm trying so hard with my words right now. I hope this video goes through. Oh geez. Oh shit. I hope I didn't waste my time. Please let me keep my video on YouTube. I don't know if I'm getting my words right. Oh geez. If I do not get my words right in this video, I'm gonna have to redo the video with links to information based on studies and research. There is a belief that ginger oil can help relieve pain. Oh, shoot. Ginger oil is also known as one of the best essential oils for nausea and dizziness. A study published in 2013 evaluated the effects of aromatherapy, abdominal massage, using ginger and peppermint oils on female subjects with dysmenorrhea. Both oils had impressive effects, but ginger oil was specifically linked to relief of nausea, vomiting, dizziness, fatigue, and headache. Whoa, what was that? What did I just read? Listen, they said ginger oil can help with what? Fatigue, vomiting, and nausea. Fatigue, vomiting, and nausea are symptoms of COVID-19. Peppermint essential oil. Several studies have also shown that peppermint oil is helpful in cases of post-operative nausea and vomiting. Peppermint is known to have antiemetic, or I'm not sure if I got that word correct. Peppermint is known to have antispasmodic effects on the gastric lining and colon. So I personally use peppermint oil for my colon when I'm in pain and when I can't poop. It does not help me to poop, but it takes away some of my pain. You can use essential oils by permission of your doctor and nurse to use, say, rubbing on your temples or on your feet, or inhaling through an aromatherapy essential oil diffuser. I ingest it and I add it to my water. They say ask your medical doctor first about ingesting essential oils. Of course, I didn't. And I'm not going to say why. Listen to this. Oh, I have to say, just kidding, I did ask my doctor for YouTube rules and reasons. A study published in 2013 investigated the I can't read that word. Efficacy, I don't know. I can't read that word. Peppermint oil can be used in preventing nausea and vomiting caused by chemotherapy treatment. Remember to ask your doctor and nurses for medical advice. I cannot disprove or prove any of this information. Researchers found that there was a significant reduction in the intensity and number of times patients vomited in the first 24 hours of treatment when compared to the control groups with no adverse side effects reported. I'm just giving that as an example. I did not copy and I did not paste any of this information. This is based on my own research and what I already know. I have to make that claim, whether it is true or untrue. Peppermint is one of the best essential oils for nausea and diarrhea. Research has shown that peppermint oil can help improve some symptoms of diarrhea, predominant irritable bowel syndrome, one of the most common functional gastrointestinal disorders today. One double-blind, randomized, placebo-controlled study of 74 patients, 65 completed the trial, with IBS found that after 6 weeks of using peppermint oil 3 times daily, The oil's most notable effect was an improvement in abdominal pain and diarrhea, predominant IBS. I cannot prove or disprove, I cannot claim anything here. Lavender essential oil is believed to help decrease anxiety and nausea, and is believed to be to have antidepressive effects to help with depression, get rid of depression, and can help with nausea. Lavender oil is believed to have a calming effect on both the body and mind, based on studies and research. Lavender oil has been employed via oral administration, aromatherapy, or massage with great results. I take lavender oil for my neuropathy to get rid of stabbing pain. In addition to positive psychological effects, aromatherapy using lavender essential oil is believed to be therapeutically effective due to psychological effects of the inhaled volatile compounds. When lavender oil is inhaled, it directly affects the limbic system. The hair is connected to the limbic system, particularly the brain's amygdala and hippocampus is helped, is affected with lavender oil. I cannot claim or disclaim any of this. Linalool and linalool. I can't pronounce that. Okay. It is believed that just 1 or 2 drops of lemon essential oil has been shown to help soothe and relieve nausea and vomiting due to pregnancy, according to one study. 40% of women have used a lemon scent to relieve nausea and vomiting. I personally use lemon oil to help me with those things from my mild cold that I had. I don't know if it was a cold. Yes, it was a cold. If you are pregnant or nursing, check with your doctor before using any essential oils. If you want to use essential oils for nausea from chemotherapy, you should also check with your healthcare provider first. Always check with your doctor Always check with your doctor before using any essential oils if you have any ongoing health condition or are taking medication. Many medications, both prescription and over-the-counter, can interact with essential oils. Never use an essential oil externally or internally that you are allergic to. Before using any essential oils internally, it's vital to make sure that it is safe for internal use and that it is also 100% pure, therapeutic grade, and certified organic, both for reasons of safety and effectiveness. Sometimes essential oils cause nausea when overused or misused, so it's important to use them correctly. Overall, the scent of lemon possibly might be able to help decrease nausea, maybe, for some people, and vomiting due to pregnancy. The scent of lemon might be able to decrease nausea and vomiting. I cannot claim or disclaim anything. Chamomile essential oil. There is a belief that chamomile can help a person to become sleepy and to help people with an upset stomach, anxiety, diarrhea, and sleeplessness, or nausea. I cannot claim or disclaim any of this information as true or untrue. Fennel essential oil. Some people use fennel oil to help them with their heartburn, intestinal gas, bloating, and loss of appetite, which are all digestive symptoms that can accompany nausea. Fennel essential oil, as well as fennel in its vegetable form, can really help to calm digestive diseases when used both internally and externally. You can use an essential oil for nausea in a few different ways, including aromatherapy, ingestion, or topical application. Aromatherapy is a type of alternative medicine practice that utilizes aromatic essential oils derived from a wide variety of healing plants. If it was up to me, I would have made this information a lot more simple if I was able to, but there are rules. I would just straight up tell you, this is what this is how it is. This is what I think. Because I know what the facts are, but I can't claim any of this information to be facts based on rules. Inhaling oils through the nostrils directly can be a way of aromatherapy. Diffusing a single oil or combination of essential oils into the air. So I take essential oils and put it in a spray bottle with water, and you can use that to spray in the air. I do it to kill germs, and for this, I don't do it for the smell, I do it for health benefits, but I cannot claim or disclaim it. There are many essential oils that can be ingested by the mouth. However, it is critical to make sure that the oils you use are 100% pure, therapeutic grade, certified USD organic. Many oils on the market today are diluted or blended with synthetics that are unsafe for ingesting. So, I looked up what is the best essential oil used for nausea. Ginger, peppermint, lavender, lemon, chamomile, and fennel is believed, based on studies and research from people's experience, that it helps with nausea. I cannot claim or disclaim any of this information as true or untrue. Oh boy. I hope this goes through. I'm taking a break now. Oh wait, here we go. Check with your doctor before using essential oils for nausea if you are pregnant, nursing, undergoing chemotherapy, or have any other medical condition, or are currently taking any prescription or over-the-counter medication. Medical disclaimer. All rights reserved. By Dr. Axe. Some of this information, not all of it, was I read that I learned. Some of this information is known and used by Dr. Axe. And there you have it. There are different doctors that will put all rights reserved on their own medical disclaimer. I did not copy this information from Dr. Axe. I did not copy or paste anything. This is information that I typed down into my notepad app on my phone. Hopefully this helps with, this information can help you heal your body from viruses, possibly. Nausea, fatigue, things like that. Okay, goodbye.